Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daily Life Talks. I'm Michael.
And I'm Sarah.
In today's episode, we're talking about morning routines. A good morning routine helps us feel more organized, focused, and ready for the day.
Yes. And in this podcast, we will also learn some new English words and phrases. So stay with us.
All right, Sarah, let's start. Do you have a morning routine?
Yes, I do. I wake up at 7 a.m., stretch for 5 minutes, and then make a cup of coffee. After that, I write my to-do list. It helps me stay organized. What about you?
That sounds great. I wake up at 6:30 a.m., drink a glass of water, and go for a short walk. Then, I eat breakfast and check my emails.
Walking in the morning is a good habit. Do you always follow your routine, or do you sometimes skip it?
I try to follow it, but sometimes I wake up late, and I don't have time for everything.
Same here. Some days are busy, so I just have coffee and start working. But I think having a routine, even a small one, is helpful.
Exactly. Even small habits can make a big difference.
Michael, what do you think is the most important part of a morning routine?
I think the most important part is starting the day in a positive way. If I wake up and rush to work, I feel stressed. But if I take some time to drink water, move my body, and plan my day, I feel much better.
That makes sense. For me, drinking coffee and writing my to-do list helps me feel prepared. I also try to avoid using my phone right after waking up.
Oh, that's a good habit. Many people check social media as soon as they wake up, but that can be distracting.
Yes. Instead of looking at my phone, I focus on my morning tasks. It helps me stay productive.
That's a great tip. Maybe I should try that.
You should. Another thing that helps me is exercising in the morning. Do you ever work out in the morning, Michael?
Sometimes. If I have time, I do some stretching or a short workout. But I prefer to exercise in the evening.
That's fine. Everyone has their own style. The most important thing is to find what works best for you.
Exactly. I also think a good breakfast is important. What do you usually eat in the morning?
I like to eat something light, like toast with peanut butter and a banana. What about you?
I usually eat eggs and some fruit. It gives me energy for the day.
That sounds healthy. Some people skip breakfast because they don't have time. Do you think breakfast is necessary?
Yes, I do. When I don't eat breakfast, I feel tired and hungry before lunch. Even a small breakfast is better than nothing.
I agree. A morning routine with good habits can help us feel better all day.
Sarah, we talked a lot about morning routines, but what about night routines?
Oh, that's a great question. I think a good night routine helps you have a better morning.
That's true. What do you do before bed?
I try to relax. I read a book or listen to calm music. I also put my phone away 30 minutes before sleeping.
That's a great idea. I sometimes watch TV before bed, but I try not to watch too much.
Yes, too much screen time can make it hard to sleep.
That's true. I also like to plan my next day before I go to bed. It helps me feel prepared in the morning.
That's smart. A good night routine can help you wake up fresh and ready.
Exactly. So, listeners, do you have a morning or night routine? What do you do to start or end your day in a good way?
Yes. Try using today's words and tell us about your routine.
Right, now let's talk about some of the important words from today's podcast. 1. Routine. A routine is something you do every day in the same way. Example: brushing your teeth in the morning is part of your daily routine. 2. Organized. If you are organized, you plan things well and keep everything in order. Example: Sarah writes a to-do list every morning to stay organized. 3. Skip. To skip something means not to do it. Example: I was late today, so I skipped breakfast. 4. Habit. A habit is something you do often, sometimes without thinking. Example: drinking water in the morning is a good habit. 5. Productive. If you are productive, you do a lot of important things in a short time. Example: avoiding social media in the morning helps me be more productive. 6. Energy. Energy is the strength to do things. Example: eating a healthy breakfast gives me energy for the day. 7. Distracting. If something is distracting, it makes it hard to focus. Example: checking my phone in the morning is distracting, so I try to avoid it. 8. Prepared. If you are prepared, you are ready for something. Example: writing a to-do list makes me feel prepared for the day. 9. Relax. To relax means to rest and feel calm. Example: reading a book before bed helps me relax. Thanks, Sarah. So, listeners, do you have a morning routine or a night routine? Try using today's words and tell us about it. That's all for today. Thanks for listening.